Have you ever noticed that the biggest losses in life do not always come from a lack of talent, a lack of money, or a lack of opportunity? Sometimes, the real reason people lose is much simpler and much harder to admit. They lose control of themselves. Think about that for a second. How many goals have been delayed because of one bad habit, one emotional reaction, one impulsive decision, or one moment of weakness? How many times have you known exactly what you should do, but still done the opposite? If that has ever happened to you, you are not alone. In fact, this is one of the most human experiences in the world. And that is exactly why this topic matters. Because the truth is, if you can control yourself, you can change your life. If you can control your emotions, your reactions, your discipline, your focus, and your habits, you begin to take back power. And when you take back power, you begin to win in ways that most people never do. Not because life becomes easy, but because you become stronger than the chaos around you. Today, we're going to talk about self-control in a way that feels real, practical, and deeply human. We are not talking about fake perfection. We are not talking about becoming cold, robotic, or emotionless. We are talking about learning how to stay calm under pressure, think before reacting, keep moving when you feel like quitting, and choose the long-term win over the short-term impulse. And if you stay with me until the end, you will walk away with a clearer understanding of how self-control can improve your English, your mindset, your relationships, your work, and your entire future. Let's begin with something simple. What does it really mean to control yourself? Most people think self-control means saying no to everything fun, but that is not true. Self-control is not about living without joy. It is about learning how to manage your impulses so they do not manage you. It is the ability to pause, think, and choose the response that serves your future, not just your mood. For example, imagine someone insults you. Your first feeling may be anger. Your first instinct may be to reply immediately, maybe even harshly. But self-control gives you a second chance inside that moment. It gives you space. It says, wait, breathe, think. And that tiny space can change everything. Because one emotional reaction can destroy a relationship, damage your reputation, or create a problem that lasts for years. But one controlled response can protect your peace, your image, and your future. Have you ever reacted too quickly and regretted it later? Almost everyone has. That is part of being human. The goal is not to never feel strong emotions. The goal is to stop letting those emotions lead the whole conversation. That is where growth begins. Now, let's make this personal. Maybe you want to improve your English, but you keep quitting too early. Maybe you feel motivated for 2 days, then distracted for a week. Maybe you start strong, then your emotions take over. You feel tired. You feel discouraged. You feel behind. Then you stop practicing. This is not only an English problem. It is a self-control problem. And the good news is this: self-control can be trained. You do not wake up one morning and suddenly become disciplined forever. You build it slowly, through repeated choices. You strengthen it the same way you strengthen a muscle. Small decisions, repeated daily, quietly powerful. One of the best examples of self-control is a person who wants to improve their English, but keeps choosing consistency over mood. They do not wait to feel perfect. They do not wait to feel inspired. They show up anyway. They practice anyway. They speak anyway. That is how progress happens. And here is the interesting part. The more control you build in one area of life, the more it spreads into other areas. A person who learns to control their time often starts to control their attention. A person who learns to control their emotions often starts to control their words. A person who learns to control their habits often starts to control their future. So when we say, control yourself, win everything, we do not mean you become unstoppable in a magical way. We mean something more real. We mean that self-mastery gives you an advantage in almost every area of life. Think about a student who studies for 30 minutes every day instead of waiting until the last minute. Think about a worker who stays calm in stressful moments instead of panicking. Think about a parent who listens carefully instead of exploding in frustration. Think about a learner who keeps practicing English even when progress feels slow. These are not small things. These are life-shaping behaviors. And often, The difference between success and regret is not one giant decision. It is 100 tiny moments of self-control. Now let's talk about emotions, because this is where many people struggle the most. Emotions are powerful. They are not bad. In fact, emotions make life meaningful. They help us connect, love, protect, and care. But when emotions are uncontrolled, they can become destructive. You may feel angry and say something you cannot take back. You may feel excited and spend money you do not have. You may feel lonely and return to unhealthy habits. You may feel stressed and abandon your goals. Have you ever noticed how often people make their worst decisions when they are tired, emotional, or rushed? That is why self-control matters so much. Imagine a man who works hard all week. On Friday night, he feels stressed and wants to escape his problems. He opens his phone, scrolls for hours, eats badly, ignores his responsibilities, and tells himself he will reset tomorrow. But tomorrow becomes next week, and next week becomes a habit. Now imagine another person in the same situation. They also feel tired. They also feel stressed, but they choose a different response. They rest with purpose. They take a walk. They sleep on time. They plan the next day. They keep a little discipline even when no one is watching. Who has the better future? That question matters, because the future is often built in private moments when no one is clapping for you. That is where real victory begins. Let's go even deeper. A lot of people think winning means being better than everyone else. But the truth is, the first battle is not against other people. The first battle is against your own habits, your own distractions, your own excuses, and your own impulses. If you can win that battle, you become dangerous in the best way. Not dangerous to people, but dangerous to failure. Because now you are no longer easy to derail. When you have self-control, temporary feelings do not control permanent decisions. You stop confusing comfort with wisdom. You stop calling every craving a need. You stop letting one bad moment define your whole day. And that changes your identity. You begin to see yourself differently. Instead of saying, "I always give in," you begin to say, "I am learning to stay in control." Instead of saying, "I never finish anything," you begin to say, "I can stay consistent." Instead of saying, "I am weak," you begin to say, "I am building strength." That shift in language is important, because the words you say to yourself shape the person you become. This is especially powerful for English learners. If you are learning a new language, self-control helps you stay patient when progress is slow. It helps you keep going when pronunciation feels difficult. It helps you avoid the trap of comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. And let's be honest, comparison can steal your focus very quickly. You see someone speaking English fluently, and you feel behind. You see someone living a more disciplined life, and you feel discouraged. But comparison without control is dangerous. It turns your attention outward when it should be turning inward. The real question is not, how fast is someone else improving? The real question is, what am I doing today to become better than I was yesterday? That is the question that builds winners. Now, I want to tell you a small story. There was a young learner who wanted to speak English confidently, but every time he made a mistake, he felt embarrassed. Instead of practicing more, he practiced less. Instead of speaking more, he became silent. He kept saying he needed more time, more vocabulary, more confidence. But what he really needed was more self-control. He needed control over the fear that told him to hide. He needed control over the perfectionism that told him to wait. He needed control over the emotional pressure that told him to stop. One day, he made a decision. He would speak every day for 10 minutes, no matter how imperfect he felt. At first, it was uncomfortable. He stumbled. He paused. He repeated himself. But he kept going. After a while, something changed. He became calmer. He became faster. He began to trust himself. That is what self-control does. It creates proof. And proof creates confidence. Think about your own life now. Where do you need more control? Do you need more control over your phone habits? Do you need more control over your emotions? Do you need more control over your speaking fear? Do you need more control over your spending, your time, your reactions, your attention? These questions are not meant to judge you. They are meant to wake you up. Because once you see the real issue, you can start solving it. And here is a practical truth. Self-control gets easier when your environment supports it. If your surroundings are full of distractions, temptation becomes stronger. If your routine is messy, discipline becomes harder. If your goals are unclear, your energy gets wasted. But when you simplify your environment, your mind has more space to make better choices. That means keeping your phone away during study time. It means sleeping enough so you're not making tired decisions. It means creating a routine that makes good habits easier and bad habits harder. Small changes, big impact. Now, let's talk about one of the hardest parts of self-control: waiting. Many people can work hard for one day. Fewer people can wait long enough to see the result. That is why so many people quit too soon. They want instant success, instant confidence,
Instant Fluency.
instant results. But life does not always work that way. Real growth often comes quietly,
Slowly.
repeatedly, without applause. Think of a seed in the ground. Nothing looks exciting at first. No dramatic movement.
No visible reward.
But under the soil, life is forming. Roots are growing. Strength is building. And then one day, the result appears. That is how self-control works too. The choices you make today may not look powerful yet, but they are growing something. Every time you resist the urge to quit, you grow patience. Every time you choose practice over laziness, you grow discipline. Every time you stay calm instead of reacting, you grow wisdom. Every time you keep learning instead of giving up, you grow character. And character is one of the greatest forms of success. Because talent can open a door, but character helps you stay in the room. Now I want to pause and ask you something. What would your life look like if you became more disciplined for the next 6 months? What would happen if you controlled your time better? What would happen if you stopped reacting so quickly? What would happen if you practiced English every day instead of once in a while? These questions matter because your future is shaped by your habits, not your wishes. Wishing is easy,
Controlling yourself is the work.
but that work is where your power lives. And the beautiful thing is this: you do not need to control everything in life to start winning. You only need to control what is in front of you today. Control your next response. Control your next choice. Control your next hour.
Control your next habit.
That is enough to begin. Sometimes the biggest victory is not a loud one. Sometimes it is silent. A person gets up when they plan to sleep in. A learner practices when they plan to skip. A man stays calm when he wanted to shout. A woman saves instead of spending impulsively. These choices look small, but they shape destinies. Let me ask you one more thing. Have you ever met someone whose life seemed almost effortless from the outside, but when you looked closer, you realized they were simply consistent? They were not magical.
They were disciplined. They were not always motivated.
They were controlled. That is the hidden advantage. Self-control is not glamorous. It is not always exciting, but it works. And when it becomes part of who you are, people begin to notice your stability. They notice your calmness. They notice your reliability. They notice that you do not fall apart under pressure. They notice that you finish what you start. That reputation is powerful. Because in life, people trust those who can trust themselves. Now, let's bring this back to your personal growth. If you are learning English, self-control will help you more than you may realize. It will help you keep a study schedule. It will help you finish difficult lessons. It will help you keep speaking even when you make mistakes. It will help you resist the temptation to compare yourself to others. It will help you stay committed long enough to see real improvement. And if you are trying to build a better mindset, self-control will help you become more positive, not by forcing fake happiness, but by teaching your mind to respond better to pressure. You will still have hard days, but your hard days will no longer control your life. That is the difference. You do not need a perfect life to have power. You need a controlled one. And that control begins with one decision: to become the kind of person who does not let every feeling lead the way. There will be moments when you feel lazy. There will be moments when you feel angry. There will be moments when you feel discouraged. There will be moments when you want to quit. In those moments, pause. Take one breath. Take one step back. And ask yourself, what choice will help my future? That question can save you. Because now, before we finish, I want to leave you with something simple and strong. You may not control what happened to you. You may not control every person around you. You may not control every challenge you face. But you can control your response. And your response is often the beginning of your next victory. So control yourself.
Control your thoughts.
Control your reactions. Control your habits. Control your attention.
Control your energy.
Control your words. Control your consistency. Because when you do not just survive life. You begin to win it. And that kind of winning lasts. If this message spoke to you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me which area of self-control you are working on right now. Then watch the next video, because your next breakthrough may be one decision away.